Hey everybody, Razor Chance here, and I am going to do an unboxing and even showcasing the stuff that comes in this, um, I guess this recent release for the Nintendo Switch 1, and it's also available for Nintendo Switch 2, the Disney Afternoon Collection. Now, long story short, I guess for those who don't know or who haven't really been around in like the late 80s or the 90s, um, Disney was once upon a time kings when it comes to afternoon cartoons throughout the weekdays, as you can see here with the popular characters. So you got Baloo the Bear and Tailspin, Darkwing Duck, Scrooge McDuck, DuckTales, and Chip and Dale, Chip and Dale Rescue Rangers. But what apparently makes this one and the Switch 2 version special that weirdly did not get added to the Disney Afternoon Collection on PS4, Xbox One, and Steam is that, as you can see at the very bottom, it actually adds two games for the Super Nintendo, Disney's Goof Troop and Disney's Bonkers, which I think the concept of this collection is very well made. I do have the original on Steam, and um, I thought it would actually be nice to even have this one since, with the way how physical media have been going on, and that's just a different story entirely. But I just thought it would be nice to have, and especially since, it's hard to come upon like collections when it comes to, like, good licensed games. Um, I definitely rambled on how well made I thought the TMNT Cowabunga collection was, but this I think is a very solid package so far because um, if you have the original copy for PS4, Xbox One, or Steam, you'll know that the original game, or the original publisher for this was Capcom. And while these games are Capcom related, you don't actually see them, at least on the front. Instead, it's just published by Atari and developed by Digital Eclipse, which have came a long way when it came to their compilation packages since Mega Man Legacy Collection 1. And I think with each subsequent release for a collection, I think they really stepped up their game. Between Street Fighter 30th Anniversary Collection, Atari 50, which apparently many people consider to be like their best work entirely. TMNT, and coming soon this fall actually, the Toy Story Retro Roundup Collection, which I'm curious enough probably to get that, like, to play not only the older Toy Story games, but even play Toy Story 3, which I never actually tried, but that's neither here and there. So, if I could just... Okay, never mind. My apologies there. So, here's everything that it comes with. So, it comes with, like, a sticker set right here that have, like, the 8-bit, 8 and 16-bit sprites of the characters, and probably even more if I could, like, I'll probably just put these like in the separate picture or anything like following the video. But and apparently it also comes with like bottled milk caps, which is I don't know what is the purpose of them, but at least it's generally nice to have. So then you have some of these characters here. You have Max, you have Goofy, you got Bonkers, and Baloo. Like I said, I'll probably like post like the rest of the stuff separately and share it. And so here it is. I kind of like on how they actually have the reversible box cover for this. Something I haven't seen since like a few Vita games and even a few other Switch games I own. Funny how they actually made this look like classic Mega Man, except it's just DuckTales. Which like I said, I do have this on Steam. I have played so far Darkwing Duck, which I thought was a very fun game, very overlooked, especially since it's like modeled after Mega Man 5. DuckTales, of course, is legendary. I don't think I even need to explain on what DuckTales even is. and then of course the first Chip and Dale Rescue Rangers. I mean, I feel like that this collection is generally good because, particularly if you're like a hardcore collector, the sequels in particular, DuckTales 2 and Chip and Dale Rescue Rangers 2, you're gonna have to pay an arm and a leg if you're gonna try to hunt down a copy of those, since those are very, very rare. And the fact that they even came out like in 1993 and 1994, the same year as Donkey Kong Country, apparently becoming like some of the most expensive games that you can actually have for the NES. So I guess if you really want to have like a complete Disney, Capcom, or even good licensed platformers in one overall package, especially when it comes to licensed games, like there are very, very far and few now as of recent years. Um, I say definitely get this one. Um, Again, I'm just having to switch one version because that's the one I have. But um, if you actually want to play Bonkers and Goof Troop, it's only available for the Switch One and Switch Two versions of the game. So if you have a Switch Two, um, then this collection is also available. So yeah, there's nothing really more I can say about it, but I'll just end it by just saying like this: great games, woo! Anyone get that reference? We'll get a cookie. Peace.